What's going on, y'all? I know I was on early, but we're gonna talk about a few more things. Uh, First thing I want to pretty sure y'all know about the Big U situation. And they saying Big U backdoor Nipsey. We know that.
Developing options, which purports to help at youth.
We know that everybody covering that, but I want to bring some stuff to the light. Let's see. See about the four cops. Give me 1 second. All right, so if y'all heard the story, it's four cops that committed suicide. Supposedly, they say in just a few weeks. Go to video.
Zero math skills needed. File your Fed and state returns free with TurboTax. Pay $0. Also today, friends and family said goodbye to veteran Harris County Deputy Christina Kohler. Her death last week was ruled a suicide. Kohler is one of 4 current or former Harris County deputies who've taken their own lives in just the last 6 weeks. ABC 13's Jessica Willey is live tonight, and this is leading to important conversations about the need for support, Jessica.
Yeah, Eric, the department has a behavioral health division that has made great strides since it was established in 2020 and has led the way, its director says, among law enforcement agencies. But these recent deaths are raising serious concerns for the deputies organization. The question is, what more should they be doing?
It caught a lot of us by surprise.
Harris County Sheriff's Deputy Christina Kohler left home last week and was never seen again. Houston police issuing this alert. The 37-year-old found on the 13th. She had taken her own life. 3 days later, Maria Vasquez, who left the department in December, died by apparent suicide. William Bozeman, also a former deputy, died earlier this week. Tragic news.
One is too many. 2, 3 is definitely devastating.
That Jose Lopez is helping his friends and colleagues try to process.
It's very close to home, and it's a reminder to us of how fragile life is. It's also a reminder that we do need to look out for each other. We do need to take care of each other.
Lopez is the president of the Harris County Deputies Organization, but he knew 2 of the late deputies personally.
I knew him for over 20 years.
In just 6 weeks' time, 4 current and former deputies have taken their own lives. Psychologist Thomas McNeese is the director of the department's Behavioral Health Division.
These last few weeks have been difficult for our staff and for the sheriff's office as a whole.
He says he and his division work to provide resources to both former and current employees who are struggling. They embed to help people feel more comfortable.
This profession, unfortunately, takes a toll on people, and over time, the longer they're in it, the more of a toll that it takes, and it changes people.
First responders historically have a high rate of suicide.
It's a combination of things like what they see on the job and then what the job entails.
While the department has been focused on mental health, often leading the way, Lopez says these last few weeks have raised.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start the video there. As y'all can see, 4 cops in Houston committed, off themselves, as they say. Now, if I give my opinion, I say something fishy is going on there, considering that Houston is known for ex-trafficking. I feel like they seen something, heard something they weren't supposed to see, and somebody is getting these people off. You know what I'm saying? I'm here in Texas, okay? It's ran by Governor Abbott, or should we say Governor Hot Wheels. Sorry about that phone call. But something definitely fishy is going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's my take on that. The next topic we're gonna talk about is we're gonna talk about Stephen A. Smith. Oh my God! I hate when people call back to back. If I deny your call, that means I'm gonna get back with you. Yeah, I'm about to block her, y'all. Okay, yeah. Give me 1 second. Yeah, we about to block her. Give me 1 second. Had to block her because ain't no way, man. All right, but back to what I'm saying. We about to look at this Stephen Smith video. This is the video where LeBron was making fun of Stephen A. Smith. Them slow ass punches.
Raise him up. Yeah, make it more free. Yeah, push. Clean up that cut move. Raise him up. Yeah, make it more free. Yeah, push. Clean up that cut move. Raise him up.
That boy like RoboCop fighting.
Yeah, make it more free. Yeah, push.
See King James, he commented.
Clean up that cut move. Raise him up. Yeah.
Tidy Whitey's comment was,
And this is Stephen A. Smith responding back to LeBron.
let you figure out why that is. But moving on from that particular subject, I don't happen to consider anything that LeBron has said a laughing matter. So y'all wanted me to be serious, I'll be serious. And I know there's some people out there that's going to be like, oh, I'm milking the story for all it's worth. Well, I've been winning in television for quite some time. I don't need an incident like this to talk about LeBron, and I don't need an incident like this to get ratings. LeBron gives us plenty of ammunition to talk about him, both good and bad. So let's get that out the way first. Let's also get out the way that major props to Pat McAfee for getting that interview. There's a lot of people that's been texting me, and he's a teammate. He's on ESPN. Why would he do that? Please, y'all, be quiet. Pat McAfee did nothing wrong. Pat McAfee did his... Tidy Whitey's comment was funny because I don't wear Tidy Whitey's. Let you figure out why that is. But Pat McAfee did his job. Pat McAfee has a show that airs on ESPN. You have a LeBron. But when he said what he had to say, I was in no position to give any kind of retort without making a scene. It was doing.
Phoenix police under fire for this video showing the arrest of a black deaf man with cerebral palsy. Officers were called to a Circle K after store employees said this man caused a disturbance. The man claimed he'd been assaulted and had his phone stolen by a black man whom he pointed to across the street. Officers then crossed the street.
Everybody stop where you're at.
And within seconds begin to arrest 34-year-old Tyrone McAlpin. The officers punching McAlpin at least 10 times, tasering him 4 times. They say he was resisting arrest, throwing punches, and bit.
That's crazy. I'm gonna look into that story, but let me find out Stephen A. Smith. Hold on.
Tidy Whitey's comment was, but when he... So why can't a man be... So why can't...
Give me a second. Stephen A. Smith. Let's see.
Suggest that he be happy with the things that I haven't brought up. I never brought up really and never really discussed why you were not at Kobe Bryant's memorial service. I never really brought up or discussed why you did not attend Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame induction when that man was directly responsible for you capturing a champion. Suggest that he be happy with the things that I haven't brought up. I never brought up really and never really discussed at Kobe Bryant's memorial service. I never really brought up or discussed why you did not attend Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame induction when that man was directly responsible for you capturing a championship for the first time in your career. I brought up none of that. I didn't bring up the fact that even though when people had asked, you had alluded to what had happened tragically to your son, and thank God he's okay with his heart condition. I didn't bring up the fact that even though you couldn't go to the Hall of Fame induction of Dwayne Wade weeks earlier, you were out of the country on business. I didn't bring that up. That's your personal business, okay? But the fact is, you wasn't at the Hall of Fame induction of a brother that's going to drastically assist to you being a Hall of Famer because he helped you become the champion that you are, and he was a big brother to you. I brought up none of these things. But LeBron James, at the end of the day, wants to come at me, and he's walking around pouting. Suggest that he be happy with the things that
I ain't gonna lie. Stephen A. went crazy. And it's safe to say he crashing out on LeBron. You know, like, I responded on this video when it first happened. You know, LeBron a pussy. He been a crybaby. You know what I'm saying? 6'8", 250. You see him flopping on the court all the time. You know, he's mad because he can't become number one. That's Jordan's spot. You can't take it. Jordan did 13 years. You did 22. And still ain't got a better record than Jordan. Just give it up. And that's my take on that all, man. And we holla.